All right, you guys, let's go ahead and let's get into this next game. We have the Washington Wizards visiting the Minnesota Timberwolves. All right, so in this matchup, okay, the line opened up at over under 222 and a half. Minnesota minus 16 and a half. It has since moved to 223 and a half. Minnesota minus 17. Remember, this game will be played at 8 p.m. on Tuesday night. All right, so let's get into this matchup a little bit as far as injuries concerned. Injuries, Washington, usual suspects. Kuzma is questionable for tonight. Of course, Bagley and all the rest of them are out. Shamit, everybody out, like usual. For Minnesota, Karl-Anthony Towns still out. Jalen Clark still out. All right, when you're looking at these two teams and how they've been playing. You're talking about a Washington Wizards team that's been in rough shape as of late. They lost 6 of their last 7 games overall, and they will be hoping to snap a 3-game skid after getting stomped by the Raptors in a 130 to 122 road defeat on Sunday. Man, that's just pathetic. Come on now, that's that. I mean, I know you're tanking, they're tanking too, but come on now. All right, and then Minnesota. Meanwhile, they have been in great shape as they've won 7 of their last 9 games overall, and they will be eager to keep it going after beating the Lakers 127 to 116 on a road win on Sunday night. All right, I'm gonna make this quick, you guys, because this is not a game that I'm even really interested in. So head to head, Washington 7-3 straight up against Minnesota somehow. Okay, and against the spread, they are 8-2. And then as far as over-unders, 8 to the over, 2 to the under. So for me, this just seems like a team that they don't take seriously. Minnesota just does not take them seriously. If you look at what they've done, Minnesota did beat them earlier this season on January 24th, and they covered the 10.5, or 118 to 107, and went under the 229. But previous seasons, man, they were on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-game losing streak and 7-game non-cover streak to Washington prior to this. So that Minnesota still has probably some get back in their mouth, man. Nasty taste in their mouth about how they feel about Washington right now, period. Okay, when you're looking against the spread as a home favorite, all right, Minnesota's 14-18-2, whereas away underdog, Washington is 21-16-1, so they do tend to cover the teams, backdoor cover. All right, when you're looking at over-under as a home favorite, Minnesota is 14 to the over, 19 to the under with 1 push, and as an away underdog, you got Washington at 21 to the over, 17 to the under. So mixed bag there on what you're looking at. All right, when you're looking at these two teams, the last 10 games that they have personally played on Washington's end, they are 4-6 straight up, 5-4-1 against the spread, and 5-5 to the over and under. They are on a 3-game losing streak to the Lakers, Portland, and Toronto. They did beat Milwaukee though back on April 2nd. This is their 4th game in 6 nights. Okay, and then when you're looking at Minnesota, Minnesota is on 1-game win streak with the Laker game. They've been kind of hit or miss. They're 7-3 straight up, 6-4 against the spread, and 5-5 to the over and under. So there's not really a big read there or a good read that you can pull from that. When I'm looking at these two teams as far as their last 3 games and how they've been playing, Washington is averaging 114.7 points per game and giving up 121, whereas Minnesota's averaging 115.7 points per game and giving up 99.7. You know what I mean? So they've been still playing some D over there in Minnesota, man. So just to get this over with for you guys, because, there's not much in this game, but there is something that I would be looking towards. All right? And the Washington Wizards, all right, have lost 23 of their last 24 road games against teams that held a winning record. The Wizards have covered the spread in each of their last 6 games at the Target Center, and each of the Wizards' last 9 games against the Timberwolves following a road loss have gone over the total points line. All right, whereas Minnesota Timberwolves have lost 13 of their last 14 home games against Southeastern Division opponents that held a losing record. Wow. Okay. Wow. The Timberwolves have failed to cover the spread in each of their last 8 home games against Southeastern Division opponents that held a losing record. Once again, wow. 7 of the Timberwolves' last 8 games on the first leg of a back-to-back have gone under the total points line. All right, so, man, look, I can't take Washington serious, period. I can't take them with 16.5, but I can't also give up 16.5. So the only thing I would lean towards would be the Minnesota Timberwolves team total points over 119.5. I believe that they're going to be able to put up some points on this. Sorry, Washington Wizards defense. And if they lock in, they might actually be able to hold the Wizards under that 104.5. So you can get either one of those, man. Yeah. Wizards backdoor cover if you want to go ahead and play with the spread. But yeah, I'm definitely higher on Timberwolves team total points over. Yeah, that's the way to go.